Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Now the first carry here for Philip Lindsay. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Lindsay. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. And that's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Now that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now 3rd and 10.
Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Check. Fresno. He's coming.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Quincy Williams.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
He's checking.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a 1st down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin him back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches. There's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win, and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission, that's their challenge, and you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Baltimore.
They'll run. It's Lindsey. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
The tackle made at the 24.
No score after one on EA Sports.
First quarter with no score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Complete.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
At his own 49.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. With that, he matches his receiving yards from a week ago, and we still have more than a half of football to play. It's a 1st down. To throw is Jackson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Set. 19. We don't get to that. Mike over there. I'm gonna lose one. Check 43. Hey. Alert. Check 31.
Now they try the right side here. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Come on. Pick the edge. Come.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they'll send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Phillip Lindsay, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Ravens.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Jackson.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the 1st half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
2nd and 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
We got 4. Check. Crunch.
Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Complete from the contact. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. After the run, Watson going to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to run. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Jackson from the shotgun. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Jackson on the screen. This is Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw again is Jackson. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10 is Lindsey. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That was a particularly nice play, because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Phillip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench, because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. It's going the other way, and nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Charles, I guess you have to give some credit to the fact that they rallied and made the tackle, didn't allow 2 points to go the other way there.
Find that silver lining, because what happened prior to that was not positive. Go for 2, fumble the football, give up a return, but you're exactly right. They did hustle and prevented a score going against them.
Made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On third down, Tompkins, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
To throw again, Watson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Dante Fowler make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long. It's Watson. Winds up and lets it go. He's got a man. Complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The defense shaking their heads. Not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Watson.
Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll start things with a handoff to Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 11.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On the counter, Lindsey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He's there for the tackle, Jacob Martin. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check, check. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
On first down, it's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Monte Nicholson picks it, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Another run by Lindsey. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy has sheer excitement.
The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for the Ravens, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7.